million, 59 million pounds, in restructuring costs, around 70 redundancies, and the closure of its ball plant in northern India. The plant was opened in 2011, but Harley Davidson has struggled to compete with local brand hero as well as Japan's Honda. About 17 million motorcycles and scooters are sold each year in India. Harley Davidson puts the brakes on electric bike. Trump backs Harley Davidson boycott. Harley Davidson sells for £42,000 at auction. More setbacks. While it is cheaper than many other developing economies, India has proven a tough market to crack for foreign automakers. General Motors pulled out of the country in 2017, while Ford agreed last year to move most of its assets into a joint venture with Indian vehicle giant Mahindra and Mahindra. U.S. President Donald Trump has previously complained about India's high taxes, specifically mentioning the levies placed on Harley Davidson bikes. India's import tariffs were slashed by 50%, but the brand has still struggled in the competitive market. Harley has also been suffering its own problems and recorded its first quarterly loss in more than a decade between April and June this year. It has been cutting hundreds of jobs under its new chief executive Johan Zeitz and focusing on core markets and models. Harley couldn't play the game. Harley Davidson came into India with much fanfare a decade ago, but it has since struggled to find a foothold in one of the world's most lucrative two-wheeler markets. With sales averaging under 3,000 units every year, the iconic American brand simply couldn't capitalize on the big Asia opportunity it was betting on. Auto experts put the blame on the brand's failure to drive up volumes and derive cost efficiencies by leveraging local tie-ups. This, coupled with prohibitively high taxes, a slowdown in discretionary spending, and an inability to compete with Indian brands may have prompted the decision to call it quits. India is a high-volume, low-margin market. They weren't structured to play that game, being at the very pointy end of the pyramid. Horma Surabji, editor of Autocar India, told the BBC, "The lifestyle element that goes with owning a Harley bike is also not fully developed in India yet. Incidentally, the bike maker has had a better run in other Asian markets like Thailand and Korea, precisely because the market and cost structures are more favorable. Harley's exit may not have a significant economic impact, but is bad optics for the Modi government, which is preparing to roll out a $23 billion package to lure global manufacturers to set a base in India as part of the country's Make in India policy. High import tariffs on Harley have also been a flashpoint in India's trade negotiations with the U.S. Mr. Trump has